Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Davy L. Welcome back. I appreciate you being here per usual. I'm walking. I'm going to try to walk a little slow so I'm not out of breath because I'll be like, but I'm going to chill because I want to chat with y'all a little bit. Of course, there's cars because life is lifing while I'm talking, you know what I mean? So work with me. Hopefully you can hear me good. But I want to share a life hack that I had to learn. It doesn't need to be groundbreaking, right? But it is a life hack that I've embraced and understand is important in everyone's life, honestly. Life hack is learn to be so grateful for the challenges. And it sounds so simple, right? Like, okay, like seriously, sit in them challenges and reframe the story. Reframe the story of the challenge. It's not just my life sucks, why me, all that. Feel what you need to feel. I'll never take that away. I am big on crying, releasing, letting out. However, the end goal is to begin to appreciate the challenge because it's helping us. You know what I mean? Like, I could spew out a bunch of examples. It's like you buy a house and you're so excited. However, you're a little, I was about to say broker. We're going to use a higher vibed language. But your bank account took a level of a hit and you need to work on rising that bank account up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do something so exciting, but yet it comes with a cost. It comes with a level of sacrifice, a level of, okay, I may need to cook in a little more because I just bought this house. You know, it's this thing where you have to prioritize what makes sense for you because you just took a step. And although the step may be beneficial, it will come with its challenges. It will come with its discomfort. And I have so many places I could go with this, but a lot of the challenge is helping us to see something that we may be challenged with seeing, or we may be in illusion mode, or it just may be time for you to move, but you didn't get the other hints, the light hints. And I said this before because I too am guilty of this. Us humans learn the hard way. Okay, something could be cutesy in our face, but we're like, yeah, but I want proof. Okay, now you get the proof. Yeah, but is it real? Now you're doubting the proof. All right, let me shake your shit up so that you understand that this is what's happening. Yes, you're gonna see my finger. My arm already like, girl, what are we doing? Your arm, you know what we doing. You know the vibes. But yeah, like divine, God, whoever you believe in is like, look, I'm going to shake things up so that you can see clearly because it's been challenging for you to see clearly. Or in order for you to, the best part is, in order for you to get ready for the blessing that I have in store for you, let me look where I'm going, hold on. In order for you to be prepared for this blessing, I have to throw this challenge your way to see how you handle it. If you throw a tantrum, then all right, maybe not as ready as I thought, you know, or the tantrum is necessary because the tantrum is what gets you to the other side. You know, whatever your story is, I'm not going to judge anyone throwing a tantrum, anyone feeling what they need to feel, but the life hack is appreciating the challenges. You buy a car, you do a big step, make a big move. With the high comes the low, typically. You know, like for example, me and my sister, when we were going through some of the biggest challenges ever in Miami, we ended up being on the beach, just hanging out for the day, just trying to figure out what to do next, where to go. And we were like, dang, we don't have like a blanket or something to sit on. And it's in the middle of the afternoon, but you know what? Let's just sit with our bare clothes. At that time, we were so used to our cute little life of you go to the beach, you have a blanket. This part of our life, we didn't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? So with our shorts or whatever we're wearing, we ended up sitting our booties right on the sand. And we chose to enjoy that moment. We're like, you know what? Yes, the sand is hot. Yes, the sand's getting everywhere, all up in my coochie. But wow, the view. Wow, it's a packed beach. Wow, there's good vibes here. And we got to really bask in the beauty of what the moment was versus letting the challenge defeat us or changing our mind. Literally, maybe 10 to 15 minutes go by where we're laughing, chilling, enjoying, and right near the water. This black couple comes up to us, and I don't know why I told y'all they're black, but I'm envisioning them right now. They're just beautiful black couple. They come up to us, and the woman specifically, she's like, hey, do you guys want to take our cabana? We're like, oh, what do you mean? She's like, well, we're leaving. We have to leave early, and we already paid for everything, but we just have to go right now, and we wanted to gift it to somebody that may need it. or want it. And so did you want to take advantage? And we're like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. And we were so excited. And it was this beautiful cabana, covered, so comfy, so beautiful. And we got to enjoy it for hours because they had to leave early. It sounds like such a simple example, but the embracing of the challenge, the let's just sit in this and enjoy it, not sit and sulk, right? Just sit and be in high vibes. That blessing came through. The blessing we did not see coming, and we needed a little nap. You know what I mean? We got to rest our bodies, take a moment, recharge, and figure it out from there. That's a perfect example of you don't know what you don't know. If we were sticklers on, we gotta get a blanket, we gotta get some type of towel, she may not have thought to come to us because we sat on the sand. If we were embarrassed and didn't want to do it and just kept trying to force ourselves to walk around the beach so we don't look weird to sit on the sand. And I later learned that it's perfectly fine to just sit on the sand. But like I said, I came from my bougie little life to struggling, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, what? It was a little foreign to me, especially with all my stuff on. It was just a beautiful reminder that a lot of times we think we know, but we have no idea. You're asking for something, you're praying for something, you're talking to your divine team about where you want to go next, and then you find yourself losing out on something. You find something disappearing in your life. The money, the experience, the home situation, you have to move, whatever the case may be, we'll look at it as the worst thing in the world. And so fine, feel that. And also affirm that something is happening that is a big blessing. Something is happening. There's something here that I just don't know. This situation is a paid actor in my life, okay? Out of nowhere, your job, something starts to get shaky. It's giving, okay, I'm dropping the ball a little bit. God's trying to remind me, hey, where are your priorities at? Where are your priorities? You'll be like, oh, this boss is so stupid, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna miss the lesson and the point. The point is, oh, you had to get this email that may have made your heart pound like crazy, but it is asking you to step up because maybe that boss has big plans for you. And the divine sees that you're kind of dropping the ball, kind of complaining a lot. And it's like, sit in gratitude. You know what I mean? There's this experience, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, wherever in life you are, the challenges are helping you even to redirect yourself. You know, maybe you're in a relationship, a situation, and you keep getting signs, but then that big embarrassing sign comes up where everyone finds out that the person did X, Y, and Z to you, and you're mortified. But it's like, no, like your husband, your wife, that person, that best friend that you're actually meant to have in your life, they're 3 months away from you meeting them. If you stay in this 1 second longer, you're going to miss the opportunity. And so I do have to shake up your life. I do have to put you through this experience because you're not seeing it clearly. And if you are seeing it clearly, there's a level of denial, there's a level of doubt. And so like I said, us humans, we learn shit the hard way. When we can't deny it any longer, we're like, okay, something has to change. Even if our intuition is nudging, like, dang, I should focus on this project. Dang, I should focus on taking this step, on doing this thing, or whew, this challenge is about to bring in a level of something in my life, we'll doubt it. And so now when it actually hits, or like the hidden fees for that thing you just purchased, whatever the case may be, comes up, that's the universe, that's God, that's the divine just being like, hey, if you focus your energy on the right things, it's going to feel so smooth. But if you don't, it's gonna feel harder. So I have to shake it up for you now. Does that make sense? So I just like life hack for real. The challenges are truly a blessing. I know you hear it all the time, but I'm telling you, almost anything good that comes in your life, it typically comes with a level of challenge. And the next part is the challenge is teaching you to be grateful. There are things I experienced in my life. I was a little not too grateful. Absolutely. I've had many experiences where life was pretty good and I wasn't that grateful. Now, because I've been through some things, anything that I experienced, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Oh, hallelujah. Yes, it's coming with a little challenge. Yes, I don't have this, that, and the third, but thank you. I'm so grateful that I get to experience this, you know, and the gratitude is truly built off of, I've been through some things, or wow, that challenge shook me. I won't do that again. That relationship, yeah, I'm not gonna stay blind to someone's BS. You know, like I'm going to step up and do what I need to do because this job, this experience is actually helping me so much. However, I know I need a transition. Whatever the case may be, there's gratitude. And a lot of times us humans, we wanna complain and point fingers, and I've been there, I'm telling you, I've absolutely been there. There's facts, of course. There's pointing a finger because it's necessary, because that is the situation, and then switching the narrative. A lot of us stay stuck in the blaming, stay stuck in the sulking, stay stuck in the why me, stay stuck in the what the fuck, this is stupid, right? And there's a lack of forward movement when we do that. And so, yes, things get really shaky, things get really hard a lot of times. Affirm that something good about to happen. I have to experience this to learn, to prepare me for the next step, to prepare me for what life has in store for me. A lot of times we think that having all the money is the best of the best, but actually my sister said this recently. She was like talking to somebody doing a reading, and she was like, you think that when you have $20, you move a certain way, but when you have $200,000, you're gonna move differently, you're gonna be more responsible. But that $20 is helping you to see where your focus point is at. That $20 is helping you to see how do you budget and where does your mind go? Are you in lack mentality? Because the same way you treat that 20, you're going to treat that $200,000, whether you see it that way or not. So a lot of times we have to start small to grow and to see if we can handle the big thing. Our divine team, the universe, is trying to see, can you handle the blessing I'm about to send to you? I am about to send someone to you, but they're not perfect, for example, right? Another example, I'm about to send this person to you that's going to help you. They're going to be the best of the best in terms of what you need. However, they have a stank attitude. They don't know how to talk, right? But they're going to help you out of this one situation. How do you handle that? You know, and a lot of times we'll be like, yeah, but there, this, and that. It's like, no, where are your boundaries? It's teaching you boundaries. Just trying to give you examples, okay? But like, your boundaries matter. And so a lot of times our challenges are helping us to see what we will tolerate and what we won't tolerate. You know, if something is taken away, like a lot of people are going through EBT and like SNAP benefits and stuff being taken away, it's giving you an opportunity to see something. I know that's a challenging situation and it's touchy, and I don't take that away, but I'm just on the other side of the emotion and the frustration and the why does it have to go this way. On the other side is there's a bigger purpose, there's a bigger reason. You might be the person that starts an organization that helps the people that are going through this, or you start something of your own that builds a legacy versus living month to month. You know what I mean? Like, I got examples for days, you know what I'm saying? But the examples and this point, this topic isn't the easiest because I understand what life does. But after you sit in the sadness of it, see the challenge as beautiful. See it as something that's propelling you forward, no matter how challenging. And don't stay stuck there. Try to do your best to pray your way out of it, to take the action that aligns. It's so imperative. That's something that I've had to learn in different times of my life and in different ways. And so now when I see a challenge, I'm like, all right, paid actor, here we go. You know, and sometimes I cry and sometimes I feel it, but it's just balancing it out. The minute you start to feel that shift. I'm going under a bridge and it's gonna be real loud. So I think this is where I cut it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support your girl if you'd like. If not, I appreciate you for being here, and I will absolutely see you on the next one.